As a McCain Republican, I like to think of myself as, and I considered Senator McCain a friend. What changed? When you told me that, and other McCain Republicans, I know Barry touched on it briefly, that we weren't welcome. Why am I welcome now, and what changed?
Is this Bruce speaking?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, first of all, that's not what I said. It was a joke that was said a year before the election when I was taking a nuclear bomb style incoming of tens of millions of dollars in attack ads from a McCain Republican. And it was said in jest. And I think if John McCain, who had a great sense of humor, would have heard it, he would have laughed.
Okay.
But one thing I will say is all Republicans, whether you're a McCain Republican, America First, whatever you want to call us, all of us need to get a little bit thicker skin because we're going through some tough stuff right now. And we need to be able to take a joke because if we can't take a joke, my goodness, we're going up against the cartels, guys.
Senate candidate Kari Lake, fresh off of her Trump-style 3-year-long complaint fest over losing her gubernatorial race, is facing some of the consequences of burning important bridges in the GOP. And that main bridge was one named John McCain.
We don't have any McCain Republicans in here, do we? All right, if you want to get the hell out. It was the party of McCain. And it was I know, it was bad. Boy, Arizona has delivered some losers, haven't they? But we have some winners as well. We've got Wendy Rogers, who is she is the toughest woman I know. And we have so many heroes just like Wendy here. We drove a stake through the heart of the McCain machine.
Just like her strategy of mimicking Trump's election grievances, Lake's now joking about how much she wanted McCain Republicans to get the hell out. I mean, these Republicans really need to learn how to just take a joke. Seems like bad strategy on top of bad strategy here, when she could have just insincerely said that she was wrong and has realized just how valuable those constituents are. But she's still got Trump energy coursing through her power-hungry veins.
He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured.
I gave him the kind of funeral that he wanted, which as president I had to approve. I wasn't a fan of John McCain.
McCain was a frequent target of Trump's anti-military hero rhetoric, and he is once again. Just this weekend, Trump mocked McCain's famous thumbs down moment, his undoubtedly purposeful killing of the GOP's hopes, here you can see him, to repeal Obamacare. But he tried to connect it to an injury that John McCain suffered as a prisoner during the Vietnam War that left him unable to lift his arms above his shoulders. Watch.
Obamacare is a catastrophe. Nobody talks about it. You know, without John McCain, we would have had it done. But John McCain, for some reason, couldn't get his arm up that day. Remember? He goes like that. That was the end of that.
So now that the Trump approach hasn't worked out for her, Kari has flipped, and now she's courting allies and family members of John McCain, apparently hoping that they can also just take a joke and get over it. Well, his daughter Meghan McCain might be a little tough to convince because she tweeted this. Kari Lake is trying to walk back her continued attacks on my dad and family and all of his loyal supporters after telling them to get the hell out. Guess she realized she can't become a senator without us. No peace. We see who you are and are repulsed by it. So after Kari Lake ran into that brick wall, she tried a different approach, but it was still pretty disingenuous when she tweeted this. Hi, Meghan. As mothers, both with 2 kiddos, I know we both agree that our children's future is too important to let it slip away over past grudges or hurt feelings. That's why I'm working hard to unite Republicans, independents, Democrats, all Americans. We are facing huge challenges, and it's going to take all hands on deck to pull things back from the brink. My dad passed away from cancer, too. I trust and believe that if our fathers were still with us, they would do everything they could to save this republic. Our movement to save Arizona and America is growing, and it's mama bears like us who are leading the charge. All moms want the same thing, to leave our children a better America than the one we had. It's as simple as that. I want to make Senator McCain and Larry Lake proud. I value you. I value your family, and I value the passion you have for our state. I'd love nothing more than to buy you a beer, a coffee, or lunch and pick your brain about how we can work together to strengthen our state. My team is sending you my contact info. If you're willing to meet, it would mean a lot to me. Let's see if it worked, because Meghan McCain then tweeted this. No peace. It's a laundry list of clownish behavior that's so transparently political that those same 2 radio show hosts that she claims need to take a joke wanted to know just who else in the state party has decided to support her fake olive branch. That didn't go too well either.
Have any of the folks that you've met with, the Karen Taylor Robesons and the Duceys, have any of them said they're going to support you in this campaign after you met with them?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I've had well, I'm not going to tell you every meeting I've had.
No, not the meetings. Just tell me a couple of folks who used to be on the other side and now they're with you.
I will tell you I have many. And as a matter of fact, I have a meeting tomorrow with somebody who was not in my camp and now is wonderful. He's been giving me great advice. I have met with people who would shock you. I'm not going to go into my private meetings, but I've met with people who would absolutely shock you. And while I don't agree with them on everything, I mean, we're Republicans. I think you guys are Republicans. I'm not sure. But Republicans, I believe, agree on about 95% of everything. And sometimes we get focused on the 5% we don't agree on. I'm from a big family. If you've got an issue with a sibling, you don't start when you're trying to bring them over to you with what you disagree with them on. You start with what you agree on. I mean, let me just put it this way, Barry. You have not been my fan. You have not been on Team Kari, right? I think I'm safe to say that.